Alright, so we are going to get started. I am as well rested as it's going to get. I'm going to import my level 57 character. Level 57, I did a bunch of research into this. Level 57 does seem to be the highest you can get. They actually didn't seem to change anything in Mass Effect 1 to allow for more XP gain. They just made it so that you don't get the penalty for killing things while you're in the Mako. And so it's easier to reach the higher levels in a single playthrough. But that also means I should get the bonus. So I'm going to go to Veteran, which was what I did last time. I am not going to auto-level up. I do want subtitles on. It is interesting in Mass Effect 2, they changed it so your squad power usage is just on or off, because in the first one, it is, you can say off defense only or offense and defense, and then they would only use defensive powers. And that's actually how we had started last game, but then I realized I'm just not trying to do much. Name, Commander Shepard, rank 57. I was a Vanguard. I am a Paragon. Rex survived. Kadenalenko died. The Council was saved, which I'm not too happy about. And of course I recommended Captain Anderson. Actually, that's interesting, because it didn't originally remember that, so they did change it so it remembers that. Because that was a problem. That's part of the reason you have to actually, stop and talk to Miranda after the tutorial of this.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
So much I'm gonna let this run out and then I'll give my thoughts once I'm at a place when I'm in control.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel.
Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could possibly...
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles. Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either. I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker. Shepard. Liara, go. Now. Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
They still have the gross stains on them.
Mayday! 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 This is SSV Normandy! We've suffered heavy damage from an unknown enemy! Come on, baby, hold together. Hold together.
Bonk. 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 Rage Select was kind of marveling at this, but that's actually very simple to do. You just turn gravity off, essentially. They do that automatically. They might have actually had to do a little bit of work on those chairs in order to keep them from flying off super rapidly.
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack. Watch the arm.
I really quick want to point out that logo. I don't like the 2. How it's not taking up the whole thing. No, I would not like to review the story so far. I just played Mass Effect 1. I am importing a character that's... importing a save that's 3 days old.
Commander Shepard has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Weird skeleton. I'm very curious here, because one of the problems, the only problem I have with this appearance is that the cheeks in several scenes are much redder than they appear here. If I hit custom appearance, it gets rid of all of that, doesn't it? Because it switches over to... it wants you to base off of their face, which I don't like. I don't really like this in the first place. Yes, I like the original, the way the female Shepard originally looked, where it was... they could have improved it, but she seems like she wants to be like edgelord or something. Okay, so it makes me just choose the face. Whatever. I'm not upset about that. That's just the most slight of slight annoyances. Okay, let me talk about what's happened so far and why it kind of set me on this course. And I kind of want to start off by saying I like this game. I do actually like this game. I do not love it like I love the first one. The first one is definitely among my favorite games of all time. This one is kind of like, yeah, I liked it. And that's it. And then I actually, when I played Mass Effect 3, I really hated it. I legitimately hated it. But I loved the multiplayer. And so I think part of that might have just have to do with playing it on Insanity difficulty, the highest level difficulty, so that I was forced to stay in cover like all the whole time, and enemies were throwing grenades constantly. And so if I play on a lower difficulty, I think maybe I'll like it more when I get to that point. So, complaints. The opening section where Miranda is talking to the elusive man about how I can't believe the council won't believe him. I agree. That's really stupid. I wish the developers hadn't done that. The fact that a Reaper ship landed on top of them, literally on top of them, and they still don't believe. They should at least believe. It does kind of lay enough groundwork that you could say they still need to prove it to the rest of the galaxy, but they themselves should believe. So they may need to be sending Shepard out to find a means to justify getting the galaxy prepared for the Reaper threat. They may also have just said, yeah, but we stopped them. That's what the whole point of Mass Effect 1 was, right? Is Shepard shut down the relay, the Citadel relay that was going to wake them from dark space and bring them in. So they should be out in slumber or whatever, out in dark space. That was just a theory put by Vigil, but the idea, I'll get more into this later, but there are ways of writing around what they did that do not include, oh, the council just still doesn't believe him. Now, as for Commander Shepard actually going out and being sent out on missions against the Geth, that actually makes sense, because the Geth are allies of the Reapers. And so going out and fighting the Geth and trying to find how they've heard of the Reapers, where they've gotten this information, that's all valuable information. So nothing about that setup has to annoy me the way it does, and has to annoy the characters the way it does. Because yes, again, the Geth are theoretically the allies of the Reapers. As for the ship being destroyed, as for the Normandy, I feel like that's kind of symbolic for the game as a whole, of something was inconvenient, and so they blew it up. They got rid of the Mako, they got rid of the pew-pews, the way the guns work. They got rid of the way AI works. There's actually a large number of changes to lore that I'll get to as we come across them. But there you go. There's a lot of stuff I don't like. I also think the animations of Liara running to get to Shepard are very awkward. They make her look like a little kid or something. The reason they don't show a face to Commander Shepard during the opening is because they need it. they need to be able to do this facial reconstruction. They don't want to do it immediately. They want to be a little bit clever with it. And it just, overall, it doesn't have like the epic grandeur feel of the original, where it's them talking about Shepard's service record and being like, this person is going to save humanity, kind of thing. It's just kind of Miranda and the Elusive Man talking really cryptically about stuff. And it seems to play okay with new players, but I am surprised by that. Anyways, enough talking. I don't think there's anything else that really upsets me about that beginning. But, it is interesting that even though I imported a character and it won't let me alter their facial appearance, if I hit custom appearance, yeah, I would have to go back and look at the code. And I do not care about the problem I have with this face enough to even do that much, which I could do because I have that recorded. I have that uploaded on my YouTube channel, and it would take me a couple minutes to do. But I don't care even that much. And I kind of feel like I should just do Vanguard, but I want to run down what the powers are. So Vanguard, of course, is Biotic Charge. This is different than Mass Effect 1, so you actually have a special class power, which is the Biotic Charge, that lets you basically rush into combat. The Infiltrator has a tactical cloak that lets them go invisible and move around the field. The Soldier is incredibly boring and gets an adrenaline rush, which I believe just makes it so they take less damage and shoot faster. Sentinel has tech armor, so they actually get like an extra set of armor that makes them take a lot more damage, which is interesting because they're biotic and tech, and Vanguard is soldier and biotic. Then Adept, which is pure biotic, gets Singularity, which is in the first game, and it's only available to Adepts, at least right off the bat. But it creates like a bubble that gets everybody around it, like floating and swirling and stuff. It's pretty cool. Engineer gets a combat drone that like floats around and like shocks people while you're playing. But let's keep going. Let's just go through with Vanguard, Blanca, she's a Spacer, War Hero, and a Vanguard. The War Hero reputation came into play a few places in the first Mass Effect, where different characters would comment on our service record. The Spacer gave us that mission with Zapeta, or whatever his name was, the homeless guy that was begging for money, and we convinced him to go to the VA.
She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings.
Steve Bloom.
Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. Too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Wake up, Commander. Shepard, do you hear me? Get out of that bed now. This facility is under attack. Shepard, your scars aren't healed, but I need you to get moving. This facility is under attack.
Oh, I did kind of want to check the hairstyles, but I can do that.
Pistol in the locker on the other side of the room. Hurry.
See if they still look weird in this game. I do still have a little bit of an elongated skull. Just real quick, I've already talked in the past about how reviving your characters from the dead kind of breaks things.
You don't have time to wait around, Shepard. Grab your weapon and armor.
I grabbed my
Pistol
weapon
doesn't
and
have a
armor.
thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from.
Okay. It really just kind of spats things out. Oh wow. Okay, cool. I'm starting off with over a million credits and 10,000 palladium, everything. Shepard there says this gun doesn't have a thermal clip. Shepard doesn't know about thermal clips yet. So not only did they switch the way ammo works, they actually switched the entire galaxy in the course of 2 years to changing a different ammo source, and Shepard telepathically gleaned that information.
Those canisters by the door are going to blow. Get behind cover now.
Behind
Keep
cover.
your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast.
No,
Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
So why have Shepard say anything if you're gonna then go that? Why not just have Shepard say, hey, this gun won't shoot?
Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving, we need to get you to the shuttles.
We'll see how this feels on a mouse and keyboard, because again, the combat is changed from the previous iteration.
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position.
One cool thing that I do like that they added in this game is localized damage, I think is what they call it. But basically, when I shoot a different body part of everything, when I shoot different body parts of the mechs and whatnot, it affects them in different ways. And one thing I'll say is that this game is, I feel like maybe even more than the original, is set up for a controller. Because you have 3 power buttons mapped to your controller. Maybe run away. Don't stand out in the open, buddy. It's kind of your own fault you died there.
More reinforcements. Here come the mechs. Use the grenade.
Use the grenade launcher. Oh, ooh. Why does that... Why not just have that displayed constantly? That's weird.
Take the elevator down 1 floor.
Yeah, I can.
Hurry! Get to the door! Run! You're doing fine, Shep. Head to the next room and I'll try to meet you. Shepard, read me. I've got them closing in on my position.
That doesn't sound good.
Log update. The cost of this project is astronomical. Over 4 billion credits so far. But nobody seems to care that we've gone over budget. I don't know where the boss gets all his money. Maybe it's better not to know. I just wish he'd kick a little more in my direction once in a while.
We're in a very dangerous situation, but let's stop where we need to evacuate. But let's stop and listen to data logs.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional, and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an effort to accelerate the process, we've moved from simple organic reconstruction of the subject to biosynthetic fusion. Initial results show promise.
They also named it the Lazarus Project. Come on, guys. Hey, but behind you. Behind you. Again, you kinda just sat there and waited for it to happen.
Log update. I can't figure Miranda out. As project director, she should be ecstatic at all the progress we've made. But she's still the same old Ice Queen. Maybe she's worried Shepard might become the new favorite. Or maybe she is just a pure cold-hearted bitch.
The voice actor there, of course, is Steve Bloom.
You're up.
He has a very distinct voice. And I can't
Can't get up! Shields have failed.
I can't use my power to get over there. Even though there's green on that door. I wonder why there's...
What are you doing here?
Just because they wanted to let more in? For the sake of consistency?
Are you with Miranda?
Yeah, sorry. I forgot this is all new to you right now. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for...
Hostiles detected.
Damn it!
Pop.
Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
Kind of a cute little way to teach you about localized damage.
What's with the mechs?
Security. Usually they fight for us. Somebody must have hacked them. That should be impossible, unless you've got access. We've got to get you out of here, Shepard.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose. Or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
This doesn't look like an Alliance facility.
It isn't. I can't say much more than that for now. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit them with the good stuff.
So am I. Fuss over the pull power. Oh, he's down here now. Pull.
Falling back. Ah. Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
He's not arguing, moving his teeth that much when he talks.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
Can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damned if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
That's very weird that the Quarian was still on board. Do you think she would have left for her pilgrimage, to end her pilgrimage by that point?
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
I mean, most of them weren't in the Alliance.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
Just Ashley. And Chocolates and anybody else that was on board.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of the station's security. Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's the quickest way to the...
Thickest.
Oh, that's
Probably best
weird.
if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda. Come on. The service tunnels are this way.
Okay, so, again, we took down Cerberus pretty hardcore in Mass Effect 1. Just saying. Maybe it's a little weird for us to be teaming up with them, even if they did theoretically save our lives.
Eyes ahead! Damn it, Wilson. This room is crawling with mechs.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
Authorized for lethal damage.
But yeah, I see I can blow off
Wilson,
different parts of their body.
Out of here. Preferably one that does.
Oh God, they found me. Help!
Wilson, where are you?
Server room B. Hurry! They're out of control.
You're
Up
out
those
of
stairs,
control.
Shepard.
Oh God, I'm hit. They shot
Up
me.
the stairs? What stairs? It didn't expect me to stop and listen to what was happening. Dead people.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
There's also... Shepard died. Shepard died. So Cerberus, even believing Shepard, and believing that they're like a model human for everything that humanity could be, them dedicating the amount of resources to bringing back one person
Shepard, down here.
is a little weird. And it could be argued that this technology was also meant to keep the elusive man alive in such a situation or whatever. But it's still very weird.
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Metagel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Metagel from the
I
first
did
aid
title-
station on the wall.
I did title this my complaint about how it ruins the lore stream or whatever. It's how they tutorialize using
Thanks,
Unity.
Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now, hmm? I thought maybe I could shut down the security mechs, but whoever did this fried the whole system. Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain that?
You're very defensive. Also, if you notice, it's only giving us two options on any of these. It's not giving us a Paragon option.
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe and then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard. We need to find Miranda. We can't leave her behind.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector. There's no way she survived.
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead, or she's a traitor.
Then why did she wake me up and warn me about the attack?
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor. But that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few... Overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
We have a temp teammate that just told me to use his overload power to blow those up.
Okay, we took him down. But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
Oh, I guess we didn't
really
know
isn't
it's
the time,
Cerberus
Jacob.
until right
We
now.
won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
That sounds familiar. See, again, none of these are really those fucking bastards.
I think I ran into Cerberus a few times while I was investigating Saren. Some kind of pro-human splinter group, right?
Well, that's what the Alliance wants people to believe. But there's more to it.
Well,
the
they split
Alliance
from
declared
the
you
Alliance.
dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back.
Well, you
Look,
were
I'd
dead.
be suspicious too, but right now we have to work together. I thought you deserved to know what's what. Once we're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
I think now is really not the time. Now is really the time to just get out of here, and then once we were safe, be like, hey, by the way.
Elusive man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah. That's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
Again, they're military brands. They killed Kohoku. They lured an Alliance Marine squad into a Thresher Ball nest. They were conducting experiments with Arachni and with Athorian creepers.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I am not working with terrorists.
Yeah.
You can tell it to the boss, but after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
Like, that right there is a reasonable reaction. Be like, once we're out of here, you can go your own way. Don't piss me off before then, or I will fucking kill you.
You've been spotted.
So again, part of the problem.
Can't reach the target.
I still just have the pistol. It's on the. My powers are on the quick bar. Do I? I'm gonna regret doing that. But I wanted to see if I regenerate shields when charging. And the answer is no. So the controls here are largely the same. There are no grenades. But the
Can't target them.
wait. I forgot about that. My power turned off because I died. My weapon power.
Test subject has been recovered, but the damage is far worse than we initially feared. In addition to the expected burns and internal injuries from the explosion, subject has suffered significant cellular breakdown due to long-term exposure to vacuum and sub-zero temperatures. Despite the extent of the physical trauma, Wilson assures me subject is salvageable. The Lazarus project will proceed as planned.
Why are these just randomly like laid out open in different places? Again, this feels like stuff that they should just kind of push you into the codex later on. Minigames! This is presumably better than top. Because it looks like a top. That looks like a spacer, so I call those different things to help me remember. The whole time I play Mass Effect 2 is not gonna just be me complaining about how the lore has changed, by the way. It's just this front section really overloads it.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Because there's a lot of leaps you have to take.
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years.
Yeah, but we should
What
have
if you're
taken him
wrong?
into custody.
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
Her hair really does look big. I'm not sure.
You should have taken him alive. See what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
So why not? Where's the Paragon option? See?
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Why not just have Commander Shepard recognize the Cerberus logo?
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Yeah, but I haven't had too much of a hard time getting to this point. I'm just saying, we could, like, hold them off for a little while here, for sure.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
It would actually be kind of cool if you sat there and did that. Like if you actually like could hold them off here, and then maybe you have another NPC on your ship that you got for doing so.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station.
Paragon
You wanna stay and rot
options,
with the
people.
mechs? Be my guest.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus
Yeah,
want
2
from
years
me?
isn't that much.
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
It's very cool design for the Lazarus Project station.
Before you meet with the elusive man, we need to ask a few questions to evaluate your condition.
Come on, Miranda. More tests? Shepard took down those mechs without any trouble. That has to be good enough.
It's been 2 years since the attack. The elusive man needs to know that Shepard's personality and memories are intact. Ask the questions.
I like the text that it puts up there.
Did you say 2 years?
And I guess it is related, but
Been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most
also
of it.
2 years is
The
not very
sooner we
long to
start,
figure
the
out
sooner we can be done.
the
Start
cure
with
to
personal
death.
history.
Okay. Records show you were a spacer kid. Raised mostly on one ship or another. You enlisted and won a medal fighting Batarians during the Skillian Blitz. Do you remember that?
I mean, not really. I know I wasn't actually there.
A lot of lives depended on me holding that position. I did what I had to.
However you want to put it, it was damn impressive. I had friends who were there. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility, you had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
That's, see, that's if you didn't import, that's one of the places it goes. Which one did you leave behind, basically? And whichever you chose is the right answer. Although, again, it would be kind of funny if they did it so that whichever you chose is the wrong answer.
I left a friend to die that day, and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the Elusive Man accepts our little field test as evidence enough.
I don't understand how this works. If you look at the middle beam on this ship, I don't know if that's supposed to be going out or if that's supposed to be going up. The perspective on it is weird.
The Elusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
I don't care.
The Elusive Man is waiting for you
I
in the
don't
other
care.
room.
He's Cerberus. They are murderers and terrorists, and they sent the Racti to destroy listening posts and murder innocent people, and they killed Alliance Marines at large levels.
I wouldn't keep the Elusive Man waiting.
They're bad guys. The
Elusive Man is waiting for you in the other room.
There's no justification for the shit that they have pulled. Here you can customize your appearance. You can choose. I think these outfits are all very weird, because there's this default one which has the space chaps, the space short chaps, whatever you want to call them. They're pretty funny. There's the business suit. There's this, which is just weird, right? It's like Wastelander chic. There's this, which is just the same outfit that everyone else has. There are pants and a hoodie. And then there's the evening dress. I think actually this one is preferable. And then the helmets. I mentioned this, but in the first Mass Effect, it takes off your helmet when it's inappropriate for you to be wearing a helmet, and it puts it on when it's appropriate. They don't do that in this game. So if you put a helmet on, you're wearing a helmet. So, I'm gonna go into this cutscene with a helmet, but I may end up actually not wearing a helmet for most of the game. Actually, I should look in the menu and see if you can turn that off.
Elusive Man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
Unnecessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
What kind of precaution?
You might be the reason I'm still alive, but that doesn't mean I trust you.
Pretty much the exact opposite.
You need to put your personal feelings aside. Humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
Yep.
You need to earn the right to ask me those kinds of questions.
Ooh.
Cerberus isn't as evil as you believe. You and I are on the same side. We just have different methods.
Cut to the chase. What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, Entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and the Geth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
Sovereign was trying to harvest all life in the galaxy. Why would the Reapers target a few human colonies?
Hundreds of thousands of colonists have vanished. I'd say that fits the definition of harvesting. Nobody's paying attention because it's random, and the attacks occur in remote locations. I don't know why they've suddenly targeted humanity. Maybe you got their attention when you killed one of them.
If this is a threat against humanity, you need to mobilize the Alliance.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. Their rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat. Blaming the abductions on mercs and pirates is easier and more convenient.
You could have trained an entire army for what you spent to bring me back.
You're unique. Not just in ability or what you've experienced, but in what you represent. You stood for humanity at a key moment. You're more than a soldier. You're a symbol. And I don't know if the Reapers understand fear, but you killed one. They have to respect that.
I also don't feel like that's a very good explanation. Because by Shepard coming back from the dead, that changes the symbol itself. And some people are going to view that as almost like a messianic kind of thing. And other people are going to view it as you're basically the Antichrist. So it's such a mixed bag. I can't see.
If this is a threat against humanity.
They suffered substantial losses fighting Sovereign. Their rebuilding, still stretched too thin to waste resources verifying the Reaper threat.
A predictable
on mercs and
benefit. I don't think that can be a predictable benefit. Again, no Paragon option. It's almost like they cut all of the Paragon or a significant amount of the Paragon options in this game out.
If what you say is true, if the Reapers are behind this, I'd consider helping you.
I'd be disappointed if you accepted any of this without seeing for yourself. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
It's also pretty amusing that we're seeing this all from the Elusive Man's perspective. Makes you wonder what Shepard is seeing.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, one of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
Again, I don't really understand. They're saying Jacob's one of the best. You can tell that after 5 years. He was with them for 5 years and then he retired. Doesn't sound like one of the best soldiers to me.
Is this a volunteer job?
Is
or
he
am I
in
being
7?
volunteered?
You always have a choice, Shepard. If you don't find the evidence we're both looking for, we can part ways. But first, go to Freedom's Progress. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
In 7 is the highest level of competency in Special Forces. Why do you want me to... Can I give... Well, I'm gonna wait to give powers when I have my entire squad with me. Why do you want me to do it so bad right now?
The Elusive Man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
See, take your helmet off in conversations.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
Like, you can see you sound jealous.
I never got a chance to say how much I appreciated what the Lazarus Project did for me.
I just hope it was worth it. A lot of people lost their lives on that station.
We have to work together here. Your attitude isn't helping anything.
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
This camera framing is very weird.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable.
It's not like she's moving, so why is she only taking up the right quarter of the screen?
Any thoughts
God,
on what we might run
I'm
into
nitpicking
there?
now,
a lot of
but
empty buildings and one giant mystery.
there's weird choices being made here.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk with you. I just hope his gamble pays off.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and one giant mystery.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
Ooh. I'm gonna look... I really want something that is... display helmet. Doubt it's a key binding, but... Also, why is this set to F9? That's just stupid. Controls should be pretty much the same. I don't know that there's really any reason for them to be different. Oh, I might... Well, we'll see when I get to that point. I'm not going to be driving a ship as much. And it's a different ship. Controls... That's so ridiculous. I can't believe they didn't fix that. Alright, thought I was gonna have to sneeze there for a second. Let's go with something like that. And then it's a shame you can't do different materials on different types, because I'd like that part to be like shiny. No, just do that. Give it a little bit of physical. So that's the same pattern, color, and tint one are the same color. Yeah, I can't believe they haven't fixed the color of your the ability to hide your helmet during conversations.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Shouldn't be surprised, but you'd think that would be something that would have been a high priority. It actually wouldn't be that hard either. Just have something in the conversation manager that unequips a helmet every time you go into a conversation and then re-equips that same helmet. So that's a single... In Unity, it would be game object reference. I don't know what it would be, but it would actually take not very long to add.
I just want to find out what happened to those missing people. I still don't trust Cerberus.
Nor should you.
Noted. Do you trust me, Commander?
Sure.
You're a good man, Jacob. But you might be working for the wrong people.
Maybe. But I thought the same when I was with the Alliance. That's why I'm here now.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
Yeah, it was a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
It is pretty amusing how much longer it's taking me to get through this than it is the Rage Select video. That's because they were just running through it. They were just boop, 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 boop. And I am taking my time and complaining a lot. I just wanted to look at Paragon. I'm actually not very far up the Paragon track, even though it gave me like 2,000 Paragon points to start off with. So that should tell you a little something. Purchase rank. Oh. No. I thought it was gonna be like, allow me to like purchase... Oh, it won't let me... I was gonna wait until I had Jacob and Miranda in my party to do this. Cryo ammo, required incendiary, rank 2. Shockwave requires charge, rank 2. Pull requires shockwave, part 2. So let's get There. We have basically everything out there. I could go ahead and buy that level, but I will not. Bam, I've got every single power already. It's one of those things we can kind of talk about. Ooh, wow. Whether that's a good thing or not, that I'm basically starting off the game with every power I'll ever get in the game. So this is just, it gives these weird mission breakdowns, which again, I think is weird, considering the last game was so open. And then it gives this, Shepard escaped attack on the facility along with operatives Taylor and Lawson. Facility destroyed by remote detonation. Salvage teams will ensure no incriminating data survived. Per Miranda's recommendation, I'm running security sweeps on other cells to ensure that Wilson was our only mole. Regardless of the cost, Project Lazarus was a success. Shepard is back. They don't ever elaborate on that, I don't think. Because I imported a level 57 character, I start at level 5, so that's actually cheap. I get 105, or I get 1.05 million credits to start, 10,000 element 0, 10,000 iridium, 10,000 palladium. Those are used, and platinum are used to do that. 190 Paragon choice, 13 Renegade points. I acquired a new heavy weapon, and then I earns another 11,000 credits. Yada 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 yada.
We should be there shortly.
That's
Command,
funny.
do you have any orders?
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no corpses, not even a trace of unusual genetic material to give us a clue. They just disappear, and we've got no target to go after.
What did you find at the other colonies?
Nothing. No signs of attack, no... They just disappear, and we've got no target to go after.
Are you sure you'll be comfortable following my orders?
We didn't bring you back from the dead just to second guess you, Commander. If the elusive man says you're in charge, you're in charge.
What makes you think this investigation will turn up anything new?
At other colonies, official investigators got there first. Sometimes looters or salvage teams as well. We're hoping to be the first ones there this time. Maybe find clues before somebody else disturbs the scene.
I feel like at this point, Jacob would already be pretty clear that he is more trusting of Shepard than the elusive man, because of who Shepard is. And he spent the last 2 years watching over me and learning about my service record and all that stuff.
Our first priority is to look for survivors.
That's unlikely, Commander. No one was left at the other colonies. They were completely deserted.
Be nice to find somebody. Anything's better than another ghost town.
But yeah, it's looking it'll take me twice as much time to get to the same point as the Rage Select video. It won't be like this the whole way through, I promise. This is just such a bizarre, because they're really front-loading all of the weird lore. I'll still point out the lore points that are weird to me, but it front-loads them. And, ooh, that auto-populated. Okay, so now that I have them in my squad, I can go in there. Locked. Oh, I have to get them loyal before these. So they only get like 2 powers. Cerberus Officer and Cerberus Operative. basically just do the same thing for both of them. So that was all done in this version to make the player focus less on them. I want cryo. I really want these to be the last things on there. So cryo ammo and incendiary ammo. There's really no need for them to be early things on the quick bar. Switch to shotgun. And then we got charge, pull, and shockwave. And then 2 different types of ammo and unity, which are not going to be used as often, so they can be all the way over here on my keyboard. Charge, do, pull, shockwave. I'm going to start with
Looks like everyone just got up and left right in the middle of dinner.
Sure. What a world. What a world.
Strange. No bodies, no structural damage, and no signs of battle.
Yeah. It's like they all just left or were kidnapped.
Strange. Security settings with a table at the other call.
On our right.
My shields are...
Shoot them before they take out the shield.
We're offline. Backup systems engaged.
You survive? You still alive? Oh, so my pistol has fire.
To attack on sight. We're not alone here.
Cool. Why are there Cerberus drones here attacking us? Why don't you really explain that? Those are the exact same drones that Cerberus uses. Top. Spacer. I usually call that other one battery, but it's kind of more of a fuse. It's supposed to be a motherboard. Stupid dog ran right in my face. Look, yeah, they were all sitting down eating dinner. What is with these trays? What is this? This is like the most inefficient tray design ever.
Stop right there.
Heliums.
You said you'd let me handle this. Wait, Shepard?
I'm not taking any chances with Cerberus operatives.
Put those weapons down! Shepard? Is that... you're alive?
Remember when I gave you that Geth data tally? Did it help you complete your pilgrimage?
Yes, it did. Praza, weapons down. This is definitely Commander Shepard.
Why is your old commander working for Cerberus?
I don't know. Maybe we should ask.
I nearly died, Tally. Cerberus spent 2 years rebuilding me. They want me to investigate attacks on human colonies.
Likely story. No organization would commit so many resources to bring back one soldier.
You haven't seen Shepard in action, Praza. Trust me, it was money well spent. Perhaps we can work together. We're here looking for a young Quarian named Vitor. He was here on pilgrimage.
Isn't that a little strange? A Quarian visiting a remote human colony?
Quarians can choose where they go on pilgrimage. Vitor liked the idea of helping a small settlement. He was always nervous in crowds.
She means that he was unstable. Combine that with damage to his CO2 scrubbers and an infection from an open-air exposure, and he's likely delirious.
When he saw us landing, he hid in a warehouse on the far side of town. We suspect he also programmed the mechs to attack anything that moved.
No Paragon option.
Vitor's the only one who can tell us what happened here. We should work together to find him.
Good idea. You'll need 2 teams to get past the drones anyway.
Now we're working with Cerberus?
No, Praza, you're working for me. If you can't follow orders, go wait on the ship. Head for the warehouse through the center of the colony. We'll circle around the far side and draw off some of the drones to clear you a path.
Your people really don't like Cerberus. What did I miss?
They killed our people, infiltrated our flotilla, and tried to blow up one of our ships.
That's not how I'd have explained it exactly. It was nothing personal.
We can argue over who killed who later. Right now, we've got a job to do.
Agreed. We work together to get to Vitor.
You can never be like, I'm not really with Cerberus. I'm
sure to keep in
using
radio
them.
contact.
Will do. Good luck, Shepard. Whatever happens, it's good to have you back.
At no point in this game can you just tell the people you run into, I'm not really with them, I'm using them.
Be careful, Shepard. There's a squad of security drones up ahead.
Thanks for the warning. We'll take care of them.
That was them.
We've been spotted.
Oh, hello. You have no arm. Wait. So copyright top. Copyright. Tap. Spacer. Fuse. Spacer because it's got a space in the middle. And top because it looks like a top. And copyright because it looks like the copyright symbol. Because it's a C. Wait. Oh, is that just telling me the door? It's like I saw another object in here. I promise.
Use overload on them.
No, you use overload on them. Oh my gosh. Don't I have squad power usage turned on?
Shepard, Praza and his squad rushed on ahead. I told them to wait, but they wouldn't listen. They want to find Vitor and take him away before you get here.
We should have expected this.
Come on. We can still catch them.
That took them like no time at all. It took them like a minute to like completely betray us. Hold left shift. Oh, it does on the map, huh?
They did want to get to Vitor first.
Get your squad into cover and I'll open the loading bay doors.
That sounds
We'll
like
take cover
a
by
them
the doors.
problem.
Shepard, you take point.
Q and E to send them to waypoints. I'm pretty sure that's exactly the same as it was working in the last one.
You got it.
Although the extent to
Grab
which it
and cover.
worked is
Take
open
point,
for
Shepard.
debate.
We'll cover the door. armor plating. Those Quarians never stood a chance.
This is gonna be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Language.
Overload will take out their shields.
I mean, sort of.
Can't reach the target.
It did damage to its shields. So did that. There you go. That warp. Thank you. Fragile crate. Oh. See, I don't know that I like the bard here. And I'm also kind of wondering. Spacer top. Spacer copyright. There's more minigames than just this one. So I want to make sure.
I'll take it.
I want to make sure I pick everything up before I go in there. Freedom's progress is short, even with me, like, taking my time and talking. You Quarians.
This is your chance to go find Vitor while I tend to the wounded, Shepard. He's probably somewhere in the back of the loading bay.
Y'all wouldn't have these problems.
Monsters coming back. Mechs will protect. Safe from swarms. Have to hide. No monsters. No swarms. No, 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 no.
Vitor?
No, Vitor. Not here. Swarms can't find. Monsters coming. Have to hide.
Nobody's gonna hurt you anymore.
I don't think he can hear you, Commander.
Have to hide. Have to hide. Mechs will protect. Swarms coming. Storm coming. Storm of swarms. No escape. No hope. Can't hide forever. Monsters will find you. Swarms will find you.
So that's a Paragon interrupt.
Vitor,
I could have done
I'm
that.
here to protect you. I won't let the monsters get you, I promise.
Have to hide.
And
Have to
then,
hide.
oh,
Mechs will protect. Swarms.
I thought maybe it was gonna give me the Renegade if I let it go. Or just end it, but apparently.
Where'd you hide? How come they didn't find you?
Who didn't find us?
The monsters. The swarms. They took everyone.
We're not survivors, Vitor. We just got here.
You don't know. You didn't see. But I see everything.
Looks like security footage. He must have pieced it together manually.
What the hell is that?
My God. I think it's a collector.
Is that some kind of alien?
They're a species from somewhere beyond the Omega-4 relay. Only a few people have ever seen one in person.
They usually work through intermediaries, like slavers or hired mercenaries. If they're involved with the Reapers somehow, it could explain what happened to the colonies.
The Collectors have advanced technology. They could have a weapon that disables an entire settlement at once.
The Seeker swarms. No one can hide. The Seekers find you, freeze you, then the monsters take you away.
Why didn't the collectors take you?
Swarms didn't find me. Monsters didn't know I was here.
The collectors aren't known for being careless. Maybe his enviro suit kept him from showing up on their sensors.
Or they were using technology specifically designed to detect humans. Only human colonies have been hit.
Both? Why not both?
Tell me more about these swarms.
It's how they find you. Seeker clouds, machines like tiny insects. They go everywhere. They find you, then they sting you, freeze you.
Sounds like miniature probes, maybe. Find victims, then immobilize them with a stasis field or nerve toxin.
I want to know more about the collectors.
Nobody knows much. They're so rare, a lot of people don't even believe they exist.
More importantly, why are they abducting human colonists? What are they after?
Again, one
Maybe
would
the
think
elusive man can
pictures
figure it out.
exist of them out there.
What happened next?
The monsters took the people onto the ship, and then they left. The ship flew away. But they'll be back for me. No one escapes.
I think that's probably all we're getting out of him, Commander.
We appreciate what you told us. You were very helpful.
I studied them. The monsters. The swarms. I recorded them with my Omni tool. Lots of readings. Electromagnetic. Dark energy.
We need to get this data to the elusive man. Grab the Quarian and call the shuttle to come pick us up.
What? Vitor is injured. He needs treatment, not an interrogation.
We won't hurt him. We just need to see if he knows anything else. He'll be returned unharmed.
Your people tried to betray us once already. If we give him to you, we'll never get the intel we need.
Praza was an idiot, and he and his men paid for it. You're welcome to take Vitor's Omnitool data, but please, just let me take him.
Join us.
You don't have to take Vitor and go. We could work together, just like old times.
I want to, but I can't. I've got a mission of my own. It's too important for me to abandon, even for you. When it's over, and I'm still alive, we'll see what happens.
She does, actually.
That sounds dangerous. What are you doing?
I don't think Cerberus needs to hear about it, but it's in Geth space. That should tell you how important it is.
So why are you here exactly? If you're on this super important mission? I get it, Vitor. People wanted to say Vitor, but come on. No, Vitor goes to Tali.
He's traumatized and he needs medical care. Tali will give us the Omnitool data and take him to the flotilla.
Understood, Commander.
Thank you, Shepard. I'm glad you're still the one giving the orders. Good luck out there. If I find anything that can help you, I'll let you know.
We're ready for pickup.
Shepard, good work on Freedom's progress. The Quarians forwarded their findings from Vitor's debriefing. No new data, but it's a surprising olive branch given our history. You and I have different methods, but I can't argue with your results.
See, now it seems like they cut the Renegade off him.
You ever think about playing nice once in a while?
You ever think
Diplomacy
about
is great
not
when it
killing
works,
Alliance
but difficult
soldiers?
when everyone already perceives you as a threat. But more importantly, you confirm the collectors are behind the abductions.
Why do I get the feeling you knew about them already?
I had my suspicions, but I needed proof. The collectors are enigmatic at best. They periodically travel to the terminus systems, looking to gather seemingly unimportant items or specimens, usually in exchange for their technology. When their transactions are complete, they disappear as quickly as they arrived, back beyond the unmapped Omega-4 relay. Until now, we've had no evidence of direct aggression by the collectors.
Why is the Omega-4 relay unmapped? What do we know about it?
Only that no ship passing through it has ever returned. Our best guess is that the relay reacts differently to collector vessels, allowing them safe passage. If they can manipulate relays, that's just further evidence of the connection with the Reapers.
lore problem there. It's actually illegal to in council space. It's illegal to open a relay if you don't know where it leads. So the Omega 4 relay would only be open in the first place if they knew where it goes. Big flaw with this entire thing.
Any ideas on why they've shifted their focus to humans?
If they're agents
That's
for the
what
Reapers,
that's what
it could
started
be
the
any
first
number of
contact
reasons.
tour.
Obviously, humanity played a huge role in Sovereign's destruction. That might have been enough to draw their attention. What really concerns me is why they bother abducting the colonists. Once the humans are paralyzed, why not just kill them?
What are the collectors getting from these deals?
The collectors aren't very forthcoming about their motives. Generally, they seek out species with rare genetic mutations or abnormalities. They pay slavers and merc groups exorbitant sums to obtain these specimens, and then they leave. But they've never targeted a single species before, and the previous sample sizes were in the dozens, not the tens of thousands.
They also gave technology, advanced technology, in order for the trade. In the books. That's what they talk about. And data. Yeah.
You're holding something back. How do you know the Reapers are involved?
The patterns are there, buried in the data. The Council and the Alliance want to believe the Reaper threat died with Sovereign. You and I know better. I won't wait until the Reapers are on the march. We need to take the fight to them.
Let me pick the Paragon option.
If this is a war, I'll need an army, or a really good team.
I've already compiled a list of soldiers, scientists, and mercenaries. You'll get dossiers on the best of them. Finding them and convincing them to work with you could be challenging, but you're a natural leader. I'll continue to track the collectors. When they make their next appearance, I'll notify you and your team. Be ready.
Keep your list. I want people I trust. The ones who helped me stop Saren and the Geth.
That was 2 years ago, Commander. Most of them have moved on, or their allegiances have changed.
Where's Ashley Williams?
She's still with the Alliance. Promoted, I believe. Her file is surprisingly well classified.
Why is that? Why would her file be that classified where we supposedly have all these connections and we can't get it?
Where's Erdnot Rex?
He returned to Chichanka, and he hasn't gone off-world in over a year. He's trying to unite the Krogan clans.
What about Tally? She already helped us on Freedom's Progress.
That was unexpected. I need more intel before I'll commit to that.
Doesn't really matter what you want, dude.
Where's Garrus Vicarian?
The Turian disappeared a few months after you were declared dead. Even we haven't been able to locate him.
Where's Liara Tisoni?
She's on Ilium. My sources say that she's working for the Shadow Broker. If so, she can't be trusted.
I can trust her.
Okay, I get it. They're not available.
You're a leader, Shepard. You'll get who you need.
Can't always get what you want.
I'm still a Spectre. Maybe I can get the Council to help us out.
If you think you can convince them, by all means. Just remember, you've been gone a long time. Things have changed.
Am I still a Spectre? Is that how that works?
You worry about the Collectors. I'll make sure my team's ready.
I mean, I'm
Good.
dead.
2 things before you go. First, head to Omega and find Morden Solus. He's a brilliant Solarian scientist. Our intelligence suggests he may know how to counteract the Collector's paralyzing Seeker swarms.
I haven't even started and you're telling me what to do?
I'm giving you direction. What you do with it is up to you. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
All right. What's the other thing?
I found a pilot I think you might like. I hear he's one of the best. Someone you can trust.
Hey, Commander. Just like old times, huh?
I can't believe it's you, Joker.
That
Look
could be
who's
shot
talking.
better.
I saw you get spaced.
Got lucky, with a lot of strings attached. How'd you get here?
It all fell apart without you, Commander. Everything you stirred up, the Council just wanted it gone. The team was broken up, record sealed, and I was grounded. The Alliance took away the one thing that mattered to me. Hell yeah, I joined Cerberus.
You really trust the elusive man?
Well, I don't trust anyone who makes more than I do. But they aren't all bad. Saved your life, let me fly, and there's this. They only told me last night.
There he made it as a freighter instead of a light frigate.
It's good to be home, huh, Commander?
I guess we'll have to give her a name.
I said that right? Point is, the old Normandy was a lot smaller. A frigate is a modern warship that is smaller than a destroyer, and a freighter is a cargo ship. I feel like that is a fairly accurate description of the two. Made it to level 7, 2 squad points. Collectors confirmed as source of attacks on Freedom's Progress. Quarian survivor Vidar returned with Tali Zora to the migrant fleet. We'll examine his Omnitool data for anything useful. Cool. Got some heavy weapon ammo. Or I got the upgrade that I have to build. I have to have Morden to build. Earned 19,000 credits and found 2,000 iridium. And I don't know this game anywhere near as well as Mass Effect 1. Once I get to a save point, I'm going to save and then come back later.
Welcome aboard the new Normandy, Commander.
I have to eat dinner.
I've been looking over the dossiers. I'd strongly recommend starting by acquiring Morden Solus, the Solarian professor on Omega. We know the Collectors use some type of advanced technology to immobilize their victims. We'll need him to develop a countermeasure to protect us.
Uh-huh.
And without that countermeasure, we'll be helpless if we ever run into the Collectors.
Acquiring Professor Solus seems like the most logical place to start.
Who are you?
I am the Normandy's artificial intelligence. The crew like to refer to me as Edie.
Hello, vagina face.
Helmsmen aren't happy when someone takes control of a
vagina.
ship away from them. Especially Joker.
I do not helm the ship. Mr. Moreau's talents will not go to waste. During combat, I operate the electronic warfare and cyber warfare sweeps. Beyond that, I cannot interface with the ship's systems. I observe and offer analysis and advice. Nothing more.
I'm guessing it takes more than just the 3 of us plus Joker to fly this ship?
The Normandy has a full crew. They're at their stations awaiting your orders.
Final preparations for takeoff are complete, Commander. When you're ready to go, just pick a destination from the galaxy map in the CIC and I'll plot a course.
Jacob and I should return to our posts. Come find us if you have any questions.
I feel like we already have a bunch of questions about the AI, which is outlawed, and for good reason. And why we can't just kick all Cerberus personnel off the ship as soon as we get away. It's quite a rundown of the ship here. Okay, like I said, I'm going to take a break and go grab dinner from there. When I come back, we will explore the Normandy. We will do the next mission. I'll actually probably go to the Citadel first, because that's what makes the most sense to me, is that you would go check in with the Alliance at this point, and with the Council. But yeah, so I'll take a break there. I will be back later, within the next hour or so. So thanks for tuning in. Have a good day.